We are
What?
live,
Here
everyone.
we go.
Here we go. Welcome to another episode of Arsenal Podcast. Today we have a late one today with two special guests from the Manchester side of things. Can you introduce us? Introduce you guys. Introduce yourself to the audience. The Manchester
Hi guys, I'm Ammar.
contingent.
I'm a massive United fan. Been a United fan since last 12 to 13
Last year?
years.
Since last year.
No, not last year, not last year. 12 to 13 years. Die hard United fan.
Not only during the good times,
And another one, Luqman.
Yo, what's up? First of all, I'm Luqman. Thank you, the Arsenal guys, Haris and Achap for inviting us. I think, similar to Omar, I spotted United since I was 7, maybe. Yeah.
Mm,
It was a big influence from my dad and family.
cool.
But now, it's pretty hard, yeah?
well,
Yeah.
with Arsenal and Manchester United, we suffer from the same, I think, clinging to the history of this club, from the past success, past trophies, and hoping that it will return to the golden days. But I think,
Yeah.
with the context right now, I think Manchester United is way ahead in terms of development, progressing to fight for the title. Arsenal is still, think, sixth place in the EPL lah, in terms of the progress. I think Harid, my fellow gunner, would agree with me with that assessment. Harid.
You are probably a bit on the optimistic side, but yeah, for for what it's worth, probably we can still call ourselves six.
Yeah.
Nah, but we still just 2 games into the league, into the season, so we can't start making any conclusion yet.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm. Yeah,
let's
but
keep positive. We need 2 games.
Yeah.
the problem with Arsenal right now, I think, is not down to the players and the managers, but more to the fans' perception of the players and the club. Um, we need the fan support, especially now when the fans are allowed in the stadium, and the players need to be they need to hear the fan support lah. Uh, there's no need for the fans to boo the players whenever they lost a ball and all that. We know that with Arsenal it's a developing, working progress team. Um, and yeah, we've talked about this with Harid before, I think, in terms of the I think, mm, just being honest and humble lah with Arsenal right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, we talked about this before. As the 12th player in the team, in the squad, and especially now when everyone's allowed to go back to the stadium, everyone should, I mean, all the fans should be behind the team,
Mm,
no matter how hard it gets. It's only 2 games in the season. We don't have the senior players. When we played recently, all the players were senior guys, either with COVID or unwell or whatnot.
mm,
I mean, give them a chance to prove themselves.
yeah.
We can see that they're still hungry. It's not that they're not professional or anything.
Yeah, think that's why
Yeah,
that's why
they
I
should do a
invited
job.
these two Man United fans, because I want to ask them lah about the perspective, whether or not they are behind the manager, behind the players that they buy, and whether or not they believe with the kind of style that Ole wants to play. So let me start lah the question with uh, to the two of you. Do you believe that Man United can become champions of the EPL in the next maybe 1 or 2 years?
Shall I start?
Yeah, anyone. You guys can comment on that.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me start. Okay. Yeah. Before I go to United, on my point of view of United.
Mm.
I think I want to touch a bit on what Arsenal has experienced in these two games. I think the fixtures is a bit tough on Arsenal, really. I
Mm.
mean, the Brentford loss was terrible, of course.
Mm.
But yeah, if you are facing Chelsea and then City, you're not and your players are not coming back in
Mm.
full.
Yeah,
It's pretty hard for the fan.
I'm surprised that a
And it's
Man
start of
United fan
season.
realize the problem, the internal problems that this club have, that Arsenal have. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
I follow Arsenal quite closely also. Lah. Yeah, I think it's a very very tough early fixtures for Arsenal. But I think we shall judge Arsenal right after the international break, after
Mm.
Aubameyang, Lacazette, and all that
Mm.
integrate together with the new signings and all that.
Mm. I guess
But
to
okay,
prove your
coming to
point,
United,
a bit,
mm,
I think last night we played West Brom and we beat them 6-0.
mm,
Yeah, I did watch that game.
And
Yeah, 6-0.
Aubameyang,
It was a great game from Arsenal.
in terms of the scoreline, it was a great game, but I think West Brom fill in young players, and West Brom, a Championship League team, fielding a under 23 team. It I think it tones down the fact that uh, Arsenal played well, I think, but in terms of getting the confidence, I think it will help coming to this Manchester City game. Yeah. So go ahead, Luqman or Ammar. You want to add something to that? Do you think Man U will challenge Man City or Chelsea this season?
uh,
On paper, yes. On paper, yes. But I think this United squad needs to show me more that they are capable enough to win
Mm.
trophies.
Mm.
Last year's loss against Villarreal was a disappointing one.
Mm.
It's an easy game. It's not an easy game. It's a game that a team as big as United should win, and it's the Europa League. And yeah, it's quite disappointing. But coming into this season with the signing of Sancho and
Mm.
Varane, we're still missing the one ingredient that we need for us to challenge for the title, which
You're saying
is
that after
the
spending
CDM position.
400 million in 3 years, you still need a key signing.
Yeah, that's the issue with United. We previously under Mourinho, under Van Gaal,
uh,
we've been spending a lot of our money,
no, no,
we've been spending
I'm talking
on
about Ole.
the wrong type of players.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm. Yeah, but
yeah,
I see. I kind of get your point because Arsenal are suffering the same problem as well. With Arteta, he is playing. I think 70% of the first team is not his players. It's Unai Emery and Arsene Wenger's players. So yeah, I see your point of the manager not having the kind of players that they want. Even though they have spent a lot of money, key signings. But do you think Ole is up for the challenge?
wow, tricky question. Amma, do you want to answer that?
that's why I said. That's why I said he hasn't showed me that he's good enough to bring
Hmm.
trophies back to United.
He hasn't won
But I
anything.
still
He hasn't won any
believe
trophies,
in him.
in
Yeah, he hasn't won
Oh,
anything.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry to hear
But
that.
he does bring back the good memories
Mm.
from Sir Alex Ferguson days, where we are now enjoying the way United play
Mm.
compared to under Van Gaal, under Moyes,
Mm.
under Mourinho, which was damn boring.
I guess
So it's a good thing.
it's a good thing. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen the two games, menu. I've seen a bit lah, bits. Um, what was the first game against who?
Leeds.
Leeds. Yeah, yeah. I think
Leeds. Yeah.
Leeds. We should not write them off lah. They are a proper team. They are a very well drilled team. But Menu played well enough to score 5 goals. I think what Menu did during the Leeds game was they played without any fear. Like the kind of I think with Arteta, the kind of play that he wants, the kind of gameplay that he wants to play is he's more regimented, he's more strict in terms of the how the midfield pass into the sides, and how he wants to cross the ball at a specific moment. But with Menu, from what I see against Leeds, they play with the kind of fearless, like a child, playing during their school time, with Pogba and fucking Bruno Fernandes, combining to, like, you know, like they don't have any strategy, but they know. I think there's a very instinctive play that I like during the Leeds game, and during the second game against Southampton,
Southampton.
was it? No, no.
Yep.
Yeah,
1-1 draw.
1-1
Yeah,
draw.
Sultan. Yeah,
You see that the lack of regimen and
yeah.
strict, gameplay, uh, away from home. MU did struggle
Uh,
a bit
uh,
to create the same
Achap,
chances. Yeah. Hello.
you know what is the actual problem of United now?
Yeah.
Of
Where is it? Yeah.
Ole to be exact.
Yeah. Where is it?
He doesn't have the idea to break down a low block team since he
Oh.
was appointed.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know
Mhm.
why Leeds we can like score 3-5 and play like
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
football and all that because Leeds they
They press high.
they they press high, they keep running.
Mm.
They are not they are not good at closing down after they lost the ball.
Mm.
United good at
Okay.
counter attack
I
and
see your point.
intercept when someone make mistake.
I see your
Mm.
point.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So
Most
when
most of the goals also is based on that movement. I think you're right.
Mm.
But
I think as
yeah
well, one thing that I like to point out is the kind of chance created during the game against Leeds is not, I think, the top five in terms of the goal expectancy. The goal expectancy statistic that they let out every week. Manu didn't. I think they expected to score like 2 or 3 goals. So on that day they had the best chance creation. I mean chance. Uh, what do you call it? Chance conversion, but they didn't create the as many chances as the top five teams like Man City, Chelsea, and all that. So yeah, to your point, I guess they have quality players to kind of pull one or two skills and uh, amazing goals from Pogba and all those sort of things. But I think they need to start create lots more chances in terms of the kind of City, when how City plays. They like to move around the ball and then cross the ball as much as possible. But with their quality players that they have, the chance creation is quality chance creation, if compared to Arsenal, for the sake of the argument. Do you think that's a fair assessment, Harit, with Arsenal?
yeah, I think Arsenal. I think we've discussed this many times. We are missing the person that we need most and who's here already,
Yeah,
which is
Martin
Odegaard.
Odegaard. Yeah.
We don't have that advanced playmaker number 10 that we sorely missed.
Mm,
And when you see, I mean, let's just pick a game in the last season because the game against West Brom is not a fair comparison.
yeah.
So when we look at last season when Odegaard was in the team, the chances created with him as a number 10 is how a modern football should be played.
Yeah. I
Um,
think he has the same
uh,
effect of when Menu signed Bruno Fernandes. I'm
yeah,
saying his
yeah.
name
So
correctly right
so
now.
so if you look, the two both have different style of play, but the effect on the
Yeah.
game and the build up is the same,
Mm,
right? So you have this guy in the middle of the park who knows where the attackers are and can find the ball,
mm,
and who's matured enough to find the
mm.
space. So like if you see how we've been playing with Emil, he's a link player who's still young, so the effect is different. Even though he's playing essentially as a number 10,
Yeah.
that playing style, Odegaard and Bruno, is much more similar.
Mm,
I mean the impact on the game, although both have different styles. Yeah, we I think we'll benefit probably in the next few games after we've passed this difficult patch
yeah.
with Man City and all. But when everyone's back, I think we'll see a more result of what I think Arteta has been
Yeah.
training the team and drilling them.
Mm. Menu will be facing Wolves on Sunday this week. Last game of the week. So the I think this time around for this season, home advantage is a real thing because they have not been playing
Yeah, yeah.
in front of the crowd for
Yeah, I've
yeah
seen from the last 20 matches, I think only six teams
yeah
or five teams, if I'm not
mm,
mistaken, were able to win away.
yeah. I think the crowd has
And yeah,
brought back
yeah, it's
the
gonna be a massive thing this
mm.
season. Yeah.
So MU away against Wolves. Do you feel confident enough to kind of do the job, or maybe they scrum for another draw? What do you think? What's your opinion on the Wolves game? Because Wolves, I think they have not been playing well since Nuno Espirito Santos left for Spurs. Uh, how many games have they won?
But
Wolves.
they're now under a new regimen,
Who's the manager right now for Wolves?
under Bruno Lage.
Oh,
Bruno Lage, who was previously Benfica's
Benfica's head
manager.
coach.
oh, so
Yeah.
Portuguese manager is
They're
he?
still retaining the Portuguese blood
Oh,
in their team, but and Raul Jimenez is just
mm,
getting back to full fitness and getting used to the tempo of the top flight game
mm,
after his injury. I think Wolves will struggle this season. Actually,
yeah.
I think Man United will win comfortably at Wolves. What do you guys think?
But ever since Wolves promoted to the Premier League, Molineux has been our voodoo stadium
Really?
to be in. Except for last season, lah. I think last season we won with our
Mm.
youngsters. But looking at the form now, I think yeah,
But
we are
you're
confident.
getting back Rashford, right? Or is he injured for quite a while?
I think
No,
it's too
Rashford is
soon.
still injured.
Oh, okay.
He's expected to be back end of
And
October.
Cavani as well?
He's still under. Yeah, Cavani will be back.
Okay.
Let's see how what is the team update
Mm.
on Ole's press conference later.
This okay. So can you guys just explain to us? You know, we've not been looking at Man United games. I mean, for the past 1 or 2 years ago. So from last year, what do you think the team has improved? Not just in terms of the players, but in terms of how they play, or is it just the same kind of style but with different players?
Maybe Luqman can add on this.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I
yeah.
think if we're talking about last year, so I just compare it with 1920 season.
Okay,
That was the time when Ole first year appointed as the what you call that, the
manager.
full time manager. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, manager rather than the caretaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interim.
So
Yeah.
interim.
Okay.
So 1920, it just purely vibes, I would say. I think what Ole said just, hey,
Is that the
Paul,
season
just play
where
out there,
uh, only on
play out there,
only on the bus?
get some goals, mate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then when it comes to last season,
Just
when it comes to
vibes.
last season, there was improvement in terms of counter attacking football.
Okay. So I guess Man
Yeah,
United is stronger on the counter attack. Would you agree?
yes, I think in EPL we are. Can comfortably say we are in the top two if we play counter
Okay.
attacking. Yeah, yeah,
It's
but
evidence based on our match against all the big teams.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Mm. So you
It's
struggle with the kind of
frustrating
possession.
when you can
Yeah.
you can lose to Burnley 2-0 at home, then go to Etihad next week and win 3-1. It's I don't know what to think
Mm.
of Ole.
That's
So
what
it's very
So
that's what they said about Ole's United. We are consistently inconsistent.
mm, I think it's not
We
just about
one day
inconsistency,
we can,
Amma. I
yeah,
think it's more about
yeah.
the pl- the the game that Ole wants to play. I think he seems like a very nice guy, like very good dad kind of vibes, like he allows Pogba to kind of do his things, without getting worried about his haircut or all those bullshit, during Mourinho.
Yeah,
We see the difference between Mourinho and Van Gaal and Ole. The two previous managers, they are a lot more strict, they are a lot more regimented in terms of their training. But I think from outside looking in terms of Ole, I can see that he's more like a very Papa Smurf kind of figure, like he lets his play.
Yeah, management wise, I think sometimes he's not ruthless
Mm,
enough,
I
and
mm,
that's why we still have these fringe players still playing for United. Like we were unable to offload
mm,
these fringe players, and this caused our inability to purchase our new
yeah.
midfielder.
In a way,
Hopefully, we
I
can get
see the
signed a new
resemblance
midfielder.
between him and Arsene Wenger. Like Arsene Wenger, he during his later years, he likes to, he trusts his players too much, without thinking about, oh, maybe his players are not to the level of the Chelsea or the Man City, right? He trusts his players so much that he allows them to, just be themselves on the pitch. And even though you can argue during the last later years of Arsene Wenger, the team was so average. I think you have Theo Walcott up front, Chamak, who else? Ada after the Fabregas,
Johan
yeah,
Joru in centre back.
Johan Joru, and then we signed that Israel guy Benayoun from
Frimpong.
fucking
Benayoun.
Frimpong, yeah. But somehow, somehow he managed to get the best of those players because he has the trust and the players trust him also. So I think with Ole, he has that kind of attitude with his players. It might
Mhm.
it might benefit Menu in the long run, but after 4 years we are still yet to see a, a title lah, a trophy for me for you guys to justify this Ole on the wheel kind of, like Loman said, vibes.
Yeah,
He
I
bring
agree. I
vibes.
agree.
Mm,
But the thing now is this season, even though we are strengthening the
mm,
the the weakest link, the right side of the attacker, which
yeah.
we didn't replace since the Ronaldo and centre back.
Going far back as Ronaldo, eh?
After signing Maguire for 80 million, now we need to sign someone to unlock Maguire. Oh,
But
that's kind of mess up.
but after you
Now,
guys
Unlock
sign
Maguire.
yeah,
Varane, Lindelof has been quite good.
yeah.
Like the kind of Teles
Yeah, I think
Teles situation.
he has that talents to
Mm.
show. In fact, yeah, yeah.
Mm. Hmm.
But the thing now is, City and Chelsea are strengthening even more.
Yeah,
Can you
I
see?
think
I think Chelsea is
yeah,
the favorite lah,
Gary never gave a
in
very
my opinion.
funny I think uh anecdote to this. He said that Manu he sees the progression. Manu has been progressing. I think they will improve from last season being second to this season being fourth. He said. Do you see
No,
the
he
interview?
still considers that as
Yeah,
improvement.
it's improvement,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
not as much improvement as Chelsea or Man City for some reason. Even though you guys have been spending lots of money in Jadon Sancho and Varane. Mm. So I think it's the problem, the core lah. Uh, the core of the team is not able to compete with the core of the team of say Chelsea or City, because Chelsea they have already a strong core midfield team, and then they add fucking Lukaku to that equation.
Just completes the jigsaw puzzle.
Uh, we see how he plays against Arsenal. He's like a totem pole, just put in the middle and let the ball get to him, and
Pablo Mari
yeah
got battered last game.
he just
Mari who?
pushes for the first goal. He
The
pushed
first goal
Pablo
was
Mari.
funny though. Pablo Mari
Pablo
kena.
Mari, he can't do anything. Yeah, I know.
He's like an amateur footballer.
Mm. Like from the academy.
Yeah,
But
the thing about Chelsea is they're solid enough.
mm,
Even when Frank Lampard was there before they appointed Tuchel, I think the team is solid enough to win
yeah,
titles.
but we beat
I
Frank
think if
Lampard in
you
the FA
if
Cup
you have
final.
a good midfield, if you yeah, if you have a good midfield, it will be it would help you to win things.
Yeah.
It is evident from Kante and
Mm.
Jorginho.
Do you guys think Manu has in terms of players, the quality wise, can they compete with the best? Honestly,
On paper,
honestly.
our 11, I think is we can compete on
Mm,
paper. Our first 11,
yeah.
except for
So who's
the
your first 11? Your midfield,
DM
first
place.
11?
Honestly, I would want Pogba, Bruno,
Fred.
and not Fred. I was hoping Fred could be good,
But
but then Fred
why is he
sometimes
still playing?
he plays like, oh, come on.
Why is he still playing though?
What is your you guys ideal formation for Man United
Yeah.
actually?
It will be for me. It will be 4-1-2-3.
3, 4, 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
So the
yeah,
diamond for one
with
two
one
three.
CDM.
Okay.
And who is your CDM?
That's what we're looking for, lah.
Oh, I thought.
So that's the gap, the biggest
now
Ruben
gap.
now
Neves.
we Ruben Neves.
Oh,
He's
beautiful
coming
brain.
next week, bro.
We have Matic, but we need a 10 years younger Matic, not
Oh,
Mm.
you.
today
So
Matic is
you
very
want
slow.
that kind of Matic profile kind of player lah, like strong, no nonsense defense player lah. So not
Yes.
for example like Chelsea they have Kante who like sprints around, which I
Yeah, just
think
like that.
Fred
I
Fred
think
was
it's we
brought
got.
into the team for that kind of quality. I think honestly, Fred. Do you guys agree?
I think
Fred
he's a
is a
different player.
attacking midfielder.
Oh, he's not a defensive
When he
midfield.
was in Shakhtar, yeah, he was a attacking midfielder.
Okay.
He can play CM quite well.
Mm.
But now he's in double pivot with McTominay. It looked like a circus lah.
It's like a
But the
Would
thing is,
McTominay
without
fill that role?
McTominay is the box to box, so Fred is doing the dirty job like
yeah, that's why I think
closing
he's
down.
yeah.
It's like Fernandinho job lah.
Yeah,
What he
yeah,
did was
Fernandinho
Fernandinho
is
job.
a more
What Fernandinho
accurate
did
comparison.
for City. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
Mm.
But he cannot
But
pass. That's the big issue.
the
yeah, yeah.
people joke
Yeah, that's the big
joke
issue.
around whether he got the Brazilian passport from black market or something.
Yes.
Actually, his pass in the Southampton game was is very
Awful, yeah,
terrible,
very
awful.
But
awful.
he
Yeah.
played during the
I think if
5-1,
we
right?
got Partey
5-1 Leeds.
from
Huh?
Arsenal,
Party, yeah, yeah. Don't touch party.
yeah,
Yeah, can
Partey
you
would
can
complete
you loan
our
us
midfield.
Partey?
We have yet to see, party in full
How
start
long
yet.
will he be out?
I think next week he will be playing again.
How long will he be
No,
out?
he's already in training.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Think
But I don't think he
think 2
will
or
play.
6.
He will play against Man City. Still too early.
No, he's not ready for Man City.
Yeah. I mean, the midfield that we have, it's not great, but it does the job lah for us because the two pivot we have, they don't need to work that hard because Arteta likes to these two players complement each
Attack from
other. So
Tierney.
two average players playing on the double pivot, we don't need world class quality in that position. We have Zaka and Elneny, and and Sambi Lokonga.
Okay,
But
Acap,
yeah,
Acap, Acap and
yo,
Haris. If you're
yeah,
given a chance to Arsenal sign someone, anyone
mm-hmm. Yeah,
that can change
Mm.
the season, who would that be?
mm-hmm.
Acap, start with Acap.
Me and Haris have different. I think we have different ideas. I think for me, a striker, a
And
striker
who's
that
that?
a striker that can play. It's basically essentially become the 18-19 Aubameyang because actually if we have the first 11 right now that we have, if they can play to the highest level, we can compete with anyone. Sorry to say. But the problem we have now is that some players are uh, getting worse as they age. Aubameyang is 32, Lacazette is 30, so they're not at the peak right now. So if we have another Aubameyang right now, this season, I think we can compete with anyone with Partey and Gabriel Magalhaes fully fit. Oh, sorry, right back as
Aubameyang.
well. Right back, yeah, right back position.
Okay.
Hmm.
How about Haris?
Mine is slightly different because my ideal formation for Arsenal is 4-1-2-3 as well. and I have all the forwards I need, but I need Locatelli in the middle.
Locatel, who's already
I
signed
need
for
I
Juventus.
need a Partey I need a Partey sitting back and Odegaard and Locatelli
Mm.
driving the attack. I think that's either Locatelli or Hossein Aouar, but obviously when given all the money, I will pick Locatelli, who has been brilliant and who's been strong.
Mm.
I think he's not gonna get bullied if he goes into PL,
Mm.
and he will drive the attack from the center. I think Arsenal have been very weak in the center recently,
Yeah.
with Zaka not being mobile enough to move. So I think that's the weakness.
Mm.
And Pate from the back can just spray pass to the right hand side, to the left hand side, to find Pepe or to find Saka, and then Oba can just make his run.
Yeah.
I think that's my ideal signing.
I think one more we.
If four players are
Okay.
available for
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, what is your preferred trio
Four players.
now?
What do you mean?
If all
If
players, is
all
it?
players.
If all
Uh-huh.
players, yeah, if all players, yeah, all the midfields are available,
Okay.
what is your preferred
Team.
trio in the midfield
Oh,
for
okay.
Arsenal?
I would go
Go
Granit,
ahead, Chap.
Thomas Partey, and Martin Odegaard. Do you agree?
Yeah, not much different.
Yeah.
I think that's the best
That's the
player we
best
have.
combination. I think we
That's the
Granit
best
Xhaka has
starting,
been, people have been slating him because he's
overly criticized.
overly criticized because he's not that player that will he's be box to box midfielder. He's actually more of a passer of the ball. I think with Sabi Alonso. I don't have any other combination, but I think he has that quality of a Sabi Alonso where he likes to sit deep, and be the kind of uh, midfield quarterback from the defense line. So in order to complement the midfield, we need another box to box midfield. That's why we signed Thomas Partey in the first place, because Thomas Partey does the job of bringing the ball using his feet from the defense to the midfield, to the attacking. He does that more on a kind of run base. But with Xhaka, he likes to pass the ball. Maybe like Scholes, I think, during apa ni Ferguson era, even though he lacks the kind of mobility that Scholes have. Hmm. Or Michael Carrick, I think.
Or Matthew Flamini, if in Arsenal's case.
Yeah, we have a lot of jokes players that we like to we like to say
Who's a
name
billionaire today?
name drops occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah. Not much choice lah, to be
Mm.
honest. MU fans. Arsenal don't have much choice for our ideal because it's just too obvious that we got to pick.
Mm.
Looking at our bench.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys would like to swap any players from our team, who you like to swap?
Um,
Like I said before, Thomas Partey.
Only Thomas Partey.
Oh,
I,
it's perfect.
we
Perfect
give
for
you
him.
Mac long shots.
Who? McTominay. No, no, no.
McTominay,
We don't want.
McTominator.
No, no, no.
Then we take Partey.
Maybe Aaron Bisaka. One Bisaka.
Oh, AWB,
Yeah.
yes. Perfect for us.
Yeah. We lack the quality.
What's happening to Bellerin? I haven't seen him much this season.
I don't know.
I
he
think
decided
he's
to become a
at
model.
form.
Yeah. He's focused on in the environment, planting trees and shit, but he in terms of footballing, he has been dropped.
I
He's
think
dropped
he
off.
lost interest.
Mm.
Chap.
I don't think it's about interest lah. I don't think if you know this,
He just
but
doesn't
I
want to
think
play for Arsenal anymore.
things start to go shit for him is when he called Mikel Arteta his brother or something in an interview.
Really?
Yeah, like he does his interview with Arsenal, like and he says like with Arteta is like his old brother or something. So I think after that, I don't know. I'm speculating right now, but after that, Arteta has not been selecting him too much. You can you can agree with me or not, but I think that kind of that plays to his not being selected with Arteta. I think it's just it's speculation.
I think I would take Thomas Partey to United, and
Yeah.
we will win the league this season lah. That's what I say.
Do you want my answer to that question? If we vice versa, I will take Pogba.
Yeah, sure.
Do you agree with me, Harid, on
Why?
that?
Why Pogba?
Pogba is world class.
Why didn't you pick
Huh?
Fernandes?
Okay, yeah, maybe Fernandes.
Where do you want to
Maybe
put Pogba?
Fernandes. Yeah, between the two. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, I don't think there's a space for Pogba. I
he's
don't-
he's so
a bit
underappreciated.
quite difficult.
He's so quality, like, I think. But sometimes people misunderstood him for a defensive player. But I think he's more of
Yeah,
the creative number 10 player, even though he's big and tall, he has long legs. But people expect him to do the defensive work as well, which I think he's not that type of player. I think he's more of a Ozil player. That the kind of no look pass kind of player. Which I think he would
yeah,
add if he is played correctly, which we saw during his time at Juventus lah. I think
Hmm.
mm, in Juventus he plays the kind of number 8 role alongside Pirlo, and he flourished.
He played at the left midfield in a
Mm,
diamond
mm. So not much pressure on him to
in
to chase
Juventus.
players around and to make defensive tackles and all that, which I think people I don't know whether you agree with me or not on this, but I think people misunderstood him for uh maybe a kind of Yaya Toure kind of player, Yaya Toure or Patrick Vieira, those kind of
mm,
players. Mm,
Yeah, it's a waste playing him as a Patrick Vieira.
mm.
To be honest, a player like him is a rarity
Yeah,
actually. We rarely see someone who's big and skillful
yeah.
and
Score
can
goals.
able to dominate the midfield, yeah, and score goals
Yeah.
as well. It's a rare player lah.
Mm.
But the issue with him is his agent Mino Raiola.
Oh,
I'm not sure lah.
why? What's wrong with the agent?
He Yeah, he kept looking for a new club for Pogba.
Oh,
As you know, Pogba is now serving his final contract.
he's not happy lah, basically.
I'm not
Oh,
sure, but yeah, it's been
entering into
a
a final contract. Ama?
yeah, yeah. This
yeah.
season
Final year.
is his final
So
season.
we,
Yeah, final year. By January, any club can sign him
really
for
for
free.
free by January this year.
Hmm. Yeah, for free.
Oh,
Yeah,
so not
but the
even
issue
until the
is you
end
have
of the
to deal
season.
with Mino Raiola.
Signed in January, but I think he on a free in summer lah.
Oh,
Yeah, like if you play FIFA career mode, those players that were running out of contract by the end of the season, you can
Yeah,
sign January
mm,
onwards, and in the winter transfer window
mm.
as a free
Player.
for the next season.
Okay.
free agent. Yeah.
What do you guys think of Jadon
Now
Sancho?
Pogba is on.
Pogba? Okay,
Somewhat.
somewhat.
No, I mean,
Drugs.
Pogba is on 250k now.
Okay, quite low considering
Yeah,
Aubameyang
and
is
then he
in.
wants
He wants
he
400.
won 400 for the new contract.
Yeah, highest paid now is David De Gea, 350 if I'm not
How
mistaken.
the hell do
375.
you guys
Yeah,
get David De Gea to have 380?
That's the issue. United, we give out contracts to to these fringe players. You
I
you,
think
yeah,
ca-
you
you
like free
can't
guys
imagine
condoms.
how much we are
Yeah.
paying Phil Jones now.
How much?
Phil Jones now get free salary. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think 100k plus for Phil Jones.
75, not too bad.
Yeah.
Phil Jones is earning as much as Mason Greenwood, who's been scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we were unable to
Oh my
offload
god.
him. No clubs would rather sell
Yeah.
him. Yeah, my God, Sir Philip
During
Jones.
this
I think
pandemic
we're
as
in the
well.
same boat as Arsenal
Yeah.
for trying to offload
But I think not
Willian.
as bad as Man U lah. The kind of players that they have is a lot more established than the current fringe players that we have. Bar Willian lah. I think apart from Willian, the other fringe players that Arsenal have are not to the kind of salary that Phil Jones or David De Gea.
Yeah,
Quite a
not
problem.
that bad. Only the recent signings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arsenal now moving into signing young players, right?
Mm,
Yeah, that's like the best progress, one of the best progress that we've
mm,
seen from Edu.
That's why I think Arsenal needs more
mm.
time. Arteta needs more time
Yeah,
to develop this kind of players,
yeah. I think
and
that
this is the time I
not
think
just in terms of developing,
for
but
the
I think
yeah
they strategically buy young players because in a few years' time, maybe in 3 or 4 years, all the other clubs will have old players that have not been replaced, like Chelsea, MU. All of the players, majority of their players are 28 or 29, those kind of range players. So in 4 years' times, those players will be dropping off lah in terms of the performance. And our players, Arsenal, now 2022, will be at the peak of their career in 4 years' time. So I think in terms of strategy, theoretically, it might work, but we can't know for sure whether it work. But the idea
Time
is
will
there, like I
tell.
think.
but football is a
Yeah, yeah,
result based
mm,
industry.
yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't deliver,
Mm.
you can't survive.
What do you guys think of Jadon Sancho? Has he played yet?
I he
Substitute.
played, yeah, he's substitute.
Mm.
That's the issue with Ole. I'm not sure why he
Dan
kept
James.
thinking that these players need some times to integrate into the team.
Mm.
Look at Lukaku. I know Lukaku has played in Premier League
Mm.
before, but he straight away played in the first game. I'm not. I don't understand why Varane and Sancho not
Because they
playing.
haven't been,
They
they've
didn't
not proved
play.
yet.
They didn't start
Yeah,
against Southampton.
they're not proven players in the EPL. I
Yeah,
think they still need time
yeah.
to
That's why
adapt.
maybe that's one of the reason.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
So you guys bought them for the kind of potential lah, Jadon Sancho, even though for a very high price.
For your information, Varane is younger than Maguire.
Mm. Really? How old is Maguire?
Yeah, really. Both of them 28 years old, but in terms of
Oh.
the month they were born,
Oh.
Varane is younger.
But I think Lindelof have been performing well to be subbed by Varane, if I'm being honest. I don't think those two players are different. They operate in similar kind of style. They lean, they're very quick, and it will take time for Varane to substitute ni lah, who Lindelof.
Uh, Acap, Lindelof is soft.
Huh?
Yeah, so soft.
Really?
Yeah, in terms
He
of,
looks
if
he
you
looks okay.
compare in terms of overall,
Mm-hmm.
no, he's soft. He's annoying,
He's what?
and
Team
he's not
focus
quick.
also mentioned.
He's not quick. Really?
Yeah, if you see the game, I think I'm done with him. I was done with him on the Villarreal game
Oh, you
because he
still
was
hurt by that final lah.
and he's very weak to apa aerial duels.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
super weak at that.
Something
And
familiar, Acap.
Something familiar. Yeah, we have the same
I think that's
problem
yeah,
with
that's the
so
Achilles heel of
Ben
Arsenal.
White. Yeah. The one.
we don't want Lindelof, by the way, if we need to swap.
But I think he's still better than Rock Holding.
Oh,
In
a bit
terms of
tough, a bit
footballing,
tough.
Obviously,
talent, he's clear of Rock Holding lah.
abilities.
Abilities, yeah. Hmm. Varane. So when do you guys think Varane will play?
Let's talk about Arsenal's match. Varane will play on the right hand side,
What?
right centre back.
When?
Maguire will stay playing left centre back.
When will he
when
play?
I think he will
When?
play
I'm
this
sorry.
this weekend. This weekend.
Yeah, this weekend will
Against who?
play.
Wolves.
If
Wolves,
he don't play, I don't know how to say.
Hmm. Yeah.
Ole out lah. If you don't play, ole out lah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess with you guys, I don't feel the kind of enthusiasm. If Arsenal sign the kind of players that you have with Ateta, we'll be happy because we know Ateta. A lot of people might not agree with this, but me and Harit think that Ateta has the tactical know-how to be competitive lah. In terms, I think he struggles because the players that we have now is not to the level of you guys. But with you guys, you have the players. You sign, 5-time Champions League finalist, Champions League winner in Varane, and Jadon Sancho, who's uh, has scored I think 23 goals in Bundesliga for a young man. That's quite impressive. But you guys don't seem quite, oh, we can do this season. Why is that? Is it because you
I
guys
think
haven't been winning
uh
for too long?
yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is Jadon Sancho is actually the signing for last season,
Oh,
and that actually disappoint us so much
mm-hmm.
that you know it's basically inability of the board or Ed Woodward to actually sign the player last
So
season.
you're saying
If
they
Jadon
should
Sancho was
sign
signed last
Sancho earlier
season,
lah. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah, he might
and
make a
then
difference.
for this year maybe he, United can add Varane and another midfielder. You know,
Mm, okay.
last hope for this year. So yeah, because Sancho we were not excited this year as much as last year. So now basically
Mm,
we just signed Varane.
mm,
And yeah, as you said, Varane has no EPL experience, and Chelsea signed Lukaku. Chelsea signed Kunde.
mm. Have they
What
signed
else?
Kunde, Chelsea?
Not yet.
They're about to sign.
Oh,
About
They're
Yeah, about to
waiting to
sign.
sell Zuma. They're
Zuma
waiting to
is
sell
here we
Zuma to
go.
West Ham.
oh
Zuma is
man, I
here we
like.
Yeah,
go.
here
I
we
think
go,
few hours
Eddie.
ago.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Okay, I like
yeah.
Zuma a lot.
So yeah,
Mm.
Chelsea doing Chelsea thing, and City luckily he didn't get Kane.
Mm. But they're going
Oh,
for
You know,
Aubameyang now.
uh, really?
But now we're hearing Cristiano Ronaldo going to
Oh
City.
my
I'm not
God,
sure how reliable that source is.
football is
I
finished,
don't think
Hopefully,
bro.
he will.
yeah, football is
I don't think
finished.
he will. Come on lah. He's
But Juventus really wants to offload him based on what
yeah.
I saw from Fabrizio
But
Romano
he
tweets.
didn't want. He
Mm.
does not want to go, right? I think Ronaldo wants
I
But
to
he
think
stay.
doesn't
there's
have a
still some
choice.
debate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a choice. If a
The
team
only
doesn't
place
want
he
you, you
can
have to look
still
for another.
play at top flight is only Man City. But Man City doesn't
Mm.
want to pay the 20 million or 30 million, I'm not sure.
28 to
Ah,
30 million
A
euros
yes.
year.
that
Yeah.
Juventus are asking for.
Oh.
Hmm. No, no, the transfer
Oh.
fees.
But the salary as well is, I think, with
Salary is another
another
thing
thing lah.
lah. But they said he's willing to take a wish card.
Mm.
I'm not sure how reliable the source is.
I'm not convinced lah by Cristiano Ronaldo. Even if they sign for Manchester City, I don't think he will make the City team better. He's or maybe
I
I'm
think
just
Even the signing of Grealish, I don't think it really is necessary.
yeah
The
for
signing of
100 million, right?
Grealish.
But I kind of get with the Grealish
Mm-mm.
thing because I think Kevin De Bruyne is already 30, I think, this year, or 32.
yep.
Yeah, he's old, man. So they need to replace him sooner or rather than later with Grealish, 24 years old, midfield, England. It makes sense lah, I
Yeah.
think, Grealish. But with Cristiano
That's the
Ronaldo,
good thing about City. They are very ruthless.
mm,
Yeah.
for a couple years,
Look how they offload Aguero,
yeah, exactly.
their top goal scorer, just like
Yeah,
that. They didn't. If Aguero was in United side, for sure United will add another contract
Extend.
into
yeah.
Aguero.
Extend 5 years.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, extend 5 years. Just like Juan Mata. I'm not sure what Juan Mata delivers to the team
How
how
old
is
is
he
Juan
nowadays.
Mata
still
now?
there, Juan Mata? That's so weird.
Now your mata is working
Yeah.
at the canteen, making paella.
Serving food for Shola Shotire.
Suara tirai.
Shola Tire.
Yeah.
Your mata
Yeah.
is 33 years old, but he looks, he play like 40 years old lah, to be honest.
Is he that bad? I think
I
he's
thought
quite
you
good.
were about to compliment him,
Yeah.
like playing like at 20 years old.
Yeah.
He was good. He was good for United, but we really don't need him now. Yeah, we have to be ruthless.
Bila
That's the
with
issue with United.
United dia
Achal,
clean
why?
right.
You know the reason why United extend him?
Why?
Because they're planning to include John Mata in the coaching staff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. I mean, what's the point? Just
Just put him in the coaching staff.
I cannot fault Man United lah because I think at least they have heart lah. They're not cold like Chelsea or City, treating football players as kind of business deals and whatnot. You know,
Mm.
they
Yeah.
care for the players even though they're losing money, right? But I think they realize the potential,
Yeah.
the potential of João Mata being a important back staff for the team in the end.
Hey,
But I think
Yeah.
in terms of business,
But you're also
uh,
looking more at the
the
business side.
business side not so good.
hey guys,
Yeah,
prediction
this week.
for the top four. Uh,
Oh, top four.
yeah, this week and
Top four.
also your, I
So
mean,
we start with prediction
EPL
first lah,
position
Harik.
lah.
I don't want to give mine because I will be emotional and biased.
Because you will
You'll be
select
biased.
Arsenal as fourth, is it? Macam?
Huh?
You will select Arsenal fourth position.
No, no. I'm the Thai.
I think the best time to win against City is now. Lah.
I'm not
Earlier the
gonna get my
season,
hopes
they
high
still
lah
don't
for
have
this
De
game.
Bruyne fit.
Come on, City away. We I'm not gonna get my hopes high. I just hope that we perform well lah. Winning is another thing.
City is like a voodoo team for Arsenal,
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of my mentality right now as an Arsenal fan. I don't care whether we win or lose. I just care about the performance. I care about the whether or not the players are showing passion on the pitch, which I think in the long run will benefit lah. That's my mentality right now.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. But just to look at the game this weekend, I think we're gonna be 3-0 down at halftime.
That's true.
Just to be realistic on our chances. I mean, City is a team
Will
that's
will
ready.
Gabriel play? Gabriel Magalhaes?
No, he's not ready
Okay,
yet. He's
yeah.
not ready.
Then that's a fair
We
assessment.
we're gonna have some chances to score probably in the second half when City lose focus a bit. But I think
Mm.
start of the game, if we're not tight enough at the back, I think there's a
You know
high
what? I
chance
think
of a
if
3-0 down at
Nuno
halftime.
Tavares plays, Tini is injured, right? So
Yeah,
if
I think it's a
Nuno
tight
Tavares
half.
plays, he can be defensively more solid right now than Tini.
Tierney looks like an injury prone player.
Yeah,
Very very injury prone player.
I think because Mateta asked him too much lah to run up and down the pitch.
Yeah, I saw a FTV. They said pass to Arteta's strategy is pass to Tierney
Yeah,
and inshallah.
inshallah.
I think Tierney also has that personality lah. He's that the guy is a workhorse and he doesn't
Mm,
take care of himself, which is the issue also.
mm,
He's um too aggressive and too much to push himself too much to make the run
mm,
actually. That's why we've seen him getting injured a lot.
mm.
Mm.
Probably when he gets older, he takes care of his body a bit and probably think about a more efficient
Yeah,
way to play as a fullback.
I think against
Right
City,
now,
if
he's been
we
too
if we
much.
don't see the kind of uh, ruthless fullback running from Tierney or say Nuno Tavares, if we stay deep enough against City and we attack them in the counter, then we might have a chance.
Yeah,
If we start like against Chelsea with the gung ho kind of philosophy,
yeah,
press, and then leave space behind, we will be dead in 30 minutes. We will be dead for sure.
yeah.
Mm.
I can tell if we start Chambers on right back. At the moment, Chambers is on the right
Mm.
flank. Grealish is waiting for the ball
Yeah.
from Kyle Walker.
If we a lot more economic in terms of our pressing, that we attack them the counter, then we might have a chance
Yeah.
if Aubameyang plays well.
Might want to chip in on Arteta's pre-match talk. Jap.
Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Like advise him, ah.
Yeah, I think we should draw him a note now.
Yeah, I think
Do you think it was wrong for Arteta not to play five at the back against
Chelsea.
Chelsea last time?
I think five at the back is too passive. Given the
I think a 3-4-3
mm,
lah at most.
3-4-3 lah. You mean 3-4-3 ah? Like right wing backs.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
for
right
Chelsea,
wing backs lah,
yeah,
right
wing
wing
backs
backs.
lah. Yeah, definitely. I think
Yeah,
that's the best risk reward
but
formation against Man
we
City.
can't know for sure because Chelsea can also attack with against low blocking defense. They have quality. So it's just a matter of choosing your moments lah with Arsenal, choosing your moments to attack, to defend. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what's your guys' prediction?
So
So what? The score?
for City for Arsenal match is it or for United match?
I'm gonna go draw
What's the scoreline,
2-2.
Acham? 2-2.
Yeah,
Who's gonna score first?
I think Aubameyang will score first.
Okay, love your optimism.
Aubameyang, and then they will score two, and then maybe Martin Odegaard last minute draw.
Screamer.
His flick
Martin!
for his flick his flick for Saka's goal yesterday was very good.
Yeah,
Oh, the back
that's
heel,
what we missed.
amazing.
Yeah.
His creative flicks is so very
Yeah.
very missed.
I think we hope for Nathan Ake to play right this weekend.
Who? Oh,
At
Nathan
least.
Ake.
I think Laporte already played. Laporte already played.
Oh man.
I
It will be
think
Laporte and
Laporte and
who?
Diaz.
Diaz.
Okay,
Look at the depth of City squad. Damn.
but they don't have any strikers except for Jesus.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
why.
Jesus. That's
They
why.
don't need a striker,
They
actually.
don't even play.
Mm.
But they don't even play Jesus on
Striker, right?
on the strike on the middle
Yeah, they're
position.
playing.
They played right wing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Norwich. I guess Norwich.
They have
Ferran Torres played middle.
their first
Oh,
level. They have, I think they have 8 midfielders. If you count John Cancelo as a midfield. Cancelo is it's a weird right back, but
It's a great
great
player.
player. He plays like attacking winger. Yeah. The,
Bakary Sana also played for City before.
who? Bakary Sagna. Oh yeah.
Bakary Sana.
Sami Nasri.
Sami Nasri.
Sami Nasri, yeah.
I think we can go all the way lah with Adebayo.
Adebayo. Adebayo.
And we can
What
go for
kind of
Gareth
Adebayo?
Ritchie.
Celebrating in front of Arsenal fans.
Oh,
What
that guy.
kind?
What a
Yeah.
traitor.
So what your guys' prediction for Man U? I mean, I like
For
you
Arsenal
guys
match?
predict
United match.
Man City versus Arsenal first.
I think
Okay,
it's gonna be a win for City.
Yeah. The
For
scoreline
me. 2 or 3-0.
3-0. Oh, no goals for Arsenal.
Yeah. But I won't be surprised if Arsenal get something out of it.
Okay, Luqman.
I think Arsenal and City will be a 0-0 draw. Arteta will play Arteta ball, defensive, 6-4 formation.
Okay.
And United, I think we will win close. Maybe 1-0 or 2-1 with a penalty.
Gotta get that.
Sounds good for my captaincy
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I have the same prediction as Luqman.
Okay. And you. Yeah. So
Maybe we can go quickly on the FPL team for this weekend.
no, another one. Top 4 prediction.
Oh, top
Or
4.
maybe we let that question for the end lah,
Oh,
for the end of the session. We ask. So
Okay.
Harit want to go about the FPL lah.
Yeah, maybe we go quickly on everyone's FPL team for this
Do you guys
weekend.
play FPL?
Matchup has been strong.
Luqman and Ammar, do you guys play FPL? No.
I haven't been played for a few seasons already.
Oh,
But I'm interested to hear your team lah.
okay.
I'm not playing, but
why?
yeah, I'm
Why not?
interested as well.
Let me pull out my FPL lah.
Because I know I will spend most of my time for the first few match day. Then I will let go at the end of I think in the middle of the season, I will let go the team.
Yeah, if you're not performing well, then you.
Just focus for the first half of the season. Yeah,
think-
no point.
Okay. Shall I go first?
I'm sticking with my Bruno Fernandes captain.
Yeah, which did not
Oh.
return well. for match day 2, match week 2. He got 1 point, right? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it was a yellow card or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a yellow card.
You guys got Greenwood?
No, I don't. But some of the other players have Greenwood.
How much is Greenwood? Is he
It's cheap, I
expensive?
think.
I think it's 7.5,
Yeah,
I think.
quite cheap compared to Fernandez
I think just
12.
put Greenwood. He will score every week.
Uh,
Yeah. And Greenwood will be on the team soon.
I have only Fernandez, menu player in my FPL.
Yeah, I think this weekend a bit tough for you to get a clean sheet lah. I think 2-1 the scoreline.
Hmm. I think we have to count as well the home advantage, Harid. This
Hmm.
season very very strong, the home advantage. Uh, Harid. For this week I haven't.
Liverpool, Chelsea. What are your guys' prediction?
I think
Who is playing home?
Liverpool Chelsea.
Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Who's
Chelsea.
away? Liverpool Chelsea.
Maybe you guys should avoid one of the players from those sides.
Chelsea is away. I think Liverpool will win.
Chelsea away.
I think Chelsea win.
I think it's going to be a Chelsea win.
Really. I
It's
think
going to
if
be a Chelsea win. I think Lukaku score one.
it's gonna be back to back lah. I think
But the thing about Lukaku, he rarely scores against big teams.
Arsenal.
Not a big team, is it?
No, no. I mean, Arsenal is when he started to score against big team lah.
Oh, okay.
Previously Lukaku tak pernah score against
He
Arsenal,
only
right?
scored against Chelsea. Yeah, he only scored against Chelsea when he
Yeah,
played for United.
That was what,
Oh,
3 years
yeah, that's
ago.
right.
17, 18.
Do you
I
guys
think
think
the
he
Lukaku today will have a good
plays
chance to
differently
score.
now compared to?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference?
He's more of a
Physical.
complete player compared to in physically. We already know physically is very
Mm.
good. Now he improved on his passing. I'm not sure about his first
First
touch.
touch, I think
He hasn't. He always be has been
still
yeah.
sloppy at times.
I think much better first touch now.
Yeah.
But his ideas, his instinct is very good.
Okay.
I think Conte really did improve him a lot when he played for Inter Milan.
I just think with Lukaku, why he has scored so much goals in the Italian league is because the kind of they're not defensively as rigorous as the EPL defenders. So with his stature, he's big, and he's running as well. That's why he has been scoring a lot of goals. But in the EPL, I think I surprised if he scores more than 20 goals, if I'm being honest. Or maybe I'm just being biased. I don't know.
I think he can score more than 20 goals with his current ability lah. I think he has transformed.
Mm,
I think he's smart. I think his movements and also intelligence has improved quite a lot. Bearing from the big teams, I think the biggest challenge he will face is just against Diaz
mm.
and Van Dijk. I think he doesn't have any
You're
problem against
saying
the other
that
team.
as if like he's he's a it's impossible to play against him. Like there's no solution for Lukaku. Like you're saying.
No, because actually, if because for physical wise, there's no
Mm-hmm.
solution. Apart from having Van Dijk and also Diaz, but to stop the final ball to him, that's the key.
Yeah.
So you need to close in to those attackers like Mason Mount
Mm,
and also probably Kante who's playing the second ball to
mm,
him. I think that's where you need to stop the passing lane to Lukaku to receive the ball in the first place,
yeah.
because once he receive the ball, he can just hold off your center back and make the turn, as you see in the Euros and
Mm,
also Italian league.
okay.
Just
So
the
he's
the the,
he's
the
dependent
key,
on the
yeah.
midfield lah. I think dependent on the quality of the midfield to pass the ball to him lah. So if For example, if against Liverpool, I'm predicting Liverpool will control most of the ball because
Mm, at
they are
home
playing at
especially.
home. And we cannot discredit Liverpool just because they haven't signed anyone. They are still a very good team. They still have Fabinho, who's a very strong defensive midfielder. They replace Firmino with uh, who's the Portuguese guy?
Jota.
Jota,
Jota,
Jota.
yeah. So
Diogo
Diego
Jota.
Jota. So they have the players to compete with Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie, even though people might not think that because Chelsea have been spending all these world class 5-star players, but Liverpool still have the players to compete. So I think if Chelsea does not control the midfield, then they will have a hard time against Liverpool. Yeah.
Probably the last burning question for today. Where will West Ham finish the season? David
I
Moyes.
predicted this, last season when West Ham played Arsenal. The way that they
Mm,
play, it's so one dimensional, but they do it so effectively. They
agreed. Agreed.
I don't know how they play, but they're very quick in the counter attack with Antonio and uh
But now they got
yeah as well.
Ben Rama playing very well.
Benrahma and Bowen as well
Yeah,
playing very well. I think they will
Yep.
yeah.
finish fifth. Mm.
Fifth.
But you also have to consider this season they have Europa League also,
Oh, okay.
so it
That
might
might
hamper their
that might
season.
be a factor as well. If they can maintain the starting 11 fully fit the rest of the season, then they might do well. But if they lost one of the key players, then um, it might go downhill for them. Like for example,
I think the challenge is if they lost Antonio to
yeah,
injuries.
or maybe but Benrahma,
I think they're a solid contender for fifth and
yeah.
sixth.
How about Arsenal competing with West Ham for the fifth position?
Yeah, I think fifth and sixth competition between West Ham and Arsenal.
Yeah,
We need to improve, but I think there's a good chance for fifth and sixth if
I think we
we
might finish fourth.
have our players and no European competition.
Hmm. Okay, Leicester might struggle this season. I think
I think Leicester will be
mm.
struggling.
With Vardy getting older. I think he's 34 right now.
Yeah, they bottled UCL position 2 seasons in a
Yeah,
row
yeah.
already.
Whose kid is that? Is that yours or Lokman? Amma.
I think it's Ammar.
Amma. Oh.
Oh, it's yours, Acap.
No, no. My youngest is sleeping with Kinot, and the oldest is sleeping downstairs. So
Uh,
I'm alone.
okay, guys. Top four prediction.
Top four.
We close this with
Okay.
what top four prediction.
Top four, right? Cool.
Start with Acap. Ah.
So, top four, I think City, Liverpool.
You mean first City, second Liverpool,
Yeah.
right?
Um,
Okay.
where do I put Arsenal? If I put Chelsea and Man United ahead, then where do I put Arsenal?
I thought you put Arsenal on at the fifth just now.
I want Arsenal to be top four.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck it lah. Chelsea third, then Arsenal fourth.
Okay. Haris?
Uh, Chelsea winning the league, Man City second, Man United third, Liverpool fourth.
Hmm.
think my opinion just a bit different from Aris in terms of the third and fourth place.
Okay.
First Chelsea, second City, third Liverpool, fourth Man United.
Okay.
Mhm. But I think the fourth and I
Fourth
mean
position
fourth
is gonna
and
be a fight lah.
Fourth and third will be
Close
close.
lah.
yeah, fourth will be close. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it will be fight between Liverpool and United for the third and fourth
Yeah.
place. Same for me.
Mm.
But I really hope United can surprise me.
I mean Liverpool ridiculous in terms of they lost Van Dijk last season.
They're struggling.
But
They
they
struggled.
they got in the end lah of the Champions League. But
Mm.
now since the start of season, they starting to look like a 1920 team already. Like very solid in
Yeah.
terms of attacking, defending, and all
Since they
that.
got Van Dijk back, right?
Yeah, because I mean, Klopp, the foundation is very solid lah.
Mm.
What he said for the Liverpool
Mm.
team, so it doesn't have to change so much
Mm.
going to the season.
Mm. Yeah. Hmm.
So most of it is Chelsea winning the league.
How many three? What do
All
you
you
think?
guys think Chelsea will win? Really?
Uh, yeah, it will be a fight between Chelsea and City. But now looking at the form, looking at how solid the team is, I think Chelsea will win.
Okay. I guess it's just it's still early days. Only 2 games played. So still early to call lah in terms of the forms and performance. Yeah. But I get why you guys think Chelsea will be competitive because they signed fucking Lukaku lah. Lukaku will tore defense apart lah this season.
I think defensively also Tuchel has transformed the defense. I think they're more focused now.
Mm.
They're not so easily taken out of position like last time.
Yeah.
Right now all their defenders are more tactically aware of when people are trying to pull them out.
Mm.
I think that makes a big difference
Yeah,
already.
I didn't see any how to say particular weakness in the Chelsea team now.
Mm.
Last season was the firepower in front,
Mm.
which doesn't happen with Timo Werner.
Mhm.
So now that, as you say, Achap, now they have Lukaku, then there's no particular weakness in Chelsea team.
Yeah. I think with Chelsea as well,
Solid.
they don't have the kind of doubt with the way that they play. You know, they're very confident. Against Arsenal, I saw that they can pass around the defense, even though Arsenal have been trying to push them back, but the defense have the kind of clarity in mind to make the pass and make the through balls or the counter attack balls, which led to the 2 goals against Arsenal. So I don't know what Tuchel did to change their players' mentality, but he got it right lah. I think so. That's why credit to Tuchel as well lah. Tuchel. Um,
Tuchel.
mm, yeah,
Yeah, solid team all around
solid
actually.
team.
They also have winners inside the team in Aspi, in
Yeah,
who else? Thiago
Jorginho.
Silva,
yeah.
Jorginho.
Marcus
Yeah,
Alonso as well,
Oh,
looking
it's
very
a
good.
essential for a team also to have winners, which is what United are lacking now.
Really?
Hmm.
What about Pogba?
Yeah.
Hope Varane
Pogba
can
won the World Cup.
transform
What do you
as
mean?
Yeah, but only him lah. I mean, the experienced one is Cavani, of
Yeah.
course, but the one who won big thing is only Paul Pogba. Besides that, they still not world class, but they have good potential. Like Bruno Fernandes, he hasn't win anything, major yet. So does Marcus Rashford. So does Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire. Yeah, Harry Maguire getting to the final of Euros, I think that might help him in terms of the experience. Harry Maguire has come far lah from his first days in Man United days. I think
Yeah,
during
okay.
his first season he was a bit of a meme, right? People call him fridge lah, apalah, right? But I think he has proven himself to
Yeah.
be
slap head.
yeah, he has proven himself to be a strong figure in the defense. Credit to him lah. Maguire. Hmm. Maguire. Fucking fridge.
So you're hoping Ben White will be the same?
I don't know. I
Same thing
have
will
doubts
happen to
with
Ben
Ben
White.
White.
Oh, forgot
What's
about
your
Ben
assessment?
White.
Me and Harit talk about this because
endless hours.
he's quite small for a defensive midfield for you know
Centre back.
prominent defense centre back, even though he's quite good in the ball. I'm struggling to compare him with with anyone who's world class in that position. So I, in a way, I don't know why Ateta signed him for 50 million. Lah. Maybe because he's English. I don't know.
I think there might be a big chance for a mistake lah
Mm,
if we sign him for a two for a centre back pairing.
mm,
I don't think he at this stage hard to see him being a dominant right centre back,
yeah.
being in a two centre back pairing.
Mm,
I think he's most effective in a three defender
yeah.
three defender formation. I definitely a bit hard to see today
Mm.
how he can
Now thinking
be a
of it, I
dominant
think
centre back.
I can compare him to Thiago Silva, who's he's not that big in terms of his stature, but his aggressiveness with Thiago Silva is why he's considered one of the best centre backs. So maybe Ben White can become can emulate that kind of player. Hmm.
He needs to buck
Yeah.
up lah a bit.
Yeah, man. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Any more burning questions, burning criticisms of Arsenal? Okay, maybe we can close this out by asking you guys, what do you think of Ateta? Because that's the kind of central theme to my discussion, to our discussions during the past podcast was whether or not Ateta is the right man to lead Arsenal. So, what do you guys think of Ateta?
For me, I think it's early days to judge him. He needs more time
Mm-hmm.
because you can see from the signing of young players. I think this is the time where all those senior players need to step up. They cannot put burden
Yeah,
on the likes of Smith Rowe and Saka to carry the
yeah.
team. This is when Lacazette, Aubameyang, Shaka, this is where they step up.
Mm,
And I think this could help to develop the team.
okay.
And look now, as for United, we are reaping the rewards from how Ole is managing Greenwood,
Yeah.
where we don't put much burden on him, and now we are reaping the rewards with him performing very well.
Okay.
So I think it's an essential thing to support Ateta now, to build the team, to develop these young
Okay.
players.
That's a fair assessment. I think he deserved that kind of treatment as well, the same treatment as Ole lah. I think Ole has been given the chance uh to kind of stamp his authority with the team for 4 years now. So we might see the rewards this season. We hope so lah. Um, what about Loman? What do you think of Arteta?
Um, to me, Arsenal and Man United are facing the same thing.
Hmm.
We are, just as we mentioned earlier,
Hmm.
right? So whoever the manager now, who's bringing your club to the direction that Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
the way Arsenal play. If Arteta doing that, then you should have stick with him. You should stick with him
Mm.
because I think it's a fine margin because Oli won't get this far if he doesn't sign Fernandez in January.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't sign Fernandez in January during I think 1920, right?
Hmm.
1920 season, we wouldn't get the Champions.
Winter 1920.
Yeah, we wouldn't get the Champions League spot, and that's what I mean by the
Mm,
fine margin of decision making of the player that you sign.
yeah. So it's
So now
partly of the
I think
players lah.
Arsenal is signing the correct profile,
Mm,
the correct profile of player. So yeah, I have to give him more time, and I think
yeah.
Arsenal will be in a better place.
We
Yeah.
hope so. We hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment because I think it's unfair to judge him with the players that he hasn't been given the choice to choose from. 60 or 80% of the players are not his signing. And since his appointment, I think honestly I've been seeing improvement in terms of the mentality. Even when we losing 2-0 against Chelsea or City, we don't stop trying. Whereas with the later years of Arsene Wenger and Unai Emery, when we lose badly, then we can see a drop in determination and passion for even even though players now cannot compete. But I'm glad to see that change of mentality with Ateta. So that's why I'm sticking to my guns in supporting Ateta. I'm Ateta in all the way. I think Harid as well. He. I think you're a lot more critical of Ateta. I think Harid.
I think there's a balance
Mm,
lah. So we need to support him, but when there's something clearly wrong in his decision making, I think as a fans we should criticize lah,
mm,
because he should be responsible for his decision making. Um,
yeah,
but to back him up all the way this season, he should be given the opportunity like all other
yeah,
managers. I think he's a bit too stressed at the moment.
yeah. Hopefully after the signing of Martin Odegaard, we can see the kind of play that he wants to play. Even though West Brom is a weak litmus test, you might say, for the kind of Arteta experiment. But yeah, I don't know. It's still early days. We hope we sign more players. We sign more midfield players that can balance out the team. Because right now at the moment we have good players, but all of them operate the same kind of style. Saka operates uh, similar to Pepe, and you don't have the kind of Chelsea range of players. You have very strong midfield player playing on the wing, for example, with what's his name? Fuck, I forgot. uh Siapa nama Muhammad Arab tu? Babi lah.
Pulisic now.
Pulisic, yeah.
El Neni.
No, no, no. Chelsea, Chelsea.
Ni Rias not
Ziyech.
Ziyad, yeah,
Ziyech,
Ziyad, yeah,
Ziyech.
yeah,
yeah,
Ziyad.
Hakim
Hakim
Ziyech,
Ziyad,
yeah.
yeah. You see, even though he's a wing back,
Mama Arab.
even though he's a winger, you can play him in the midfield as well. So I want that kind of profile of players in Arsenal, not just
Emil
yeah,
Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe. Yeah, Smith Rowe is the right kind of profile, even though he's still young and very raw his talent. Yeah, think we can wrap the session, guys. Oof.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Thank you for our
Oh
Man
my
United
god,
friends.
quite a long
Yeah,
session, guys.
thanks for
Yeah.
inviting us.
Yeah, we really hope you guys enjoyed this
Yeah,
session. Um, we want you guys to come back, Luqman and Ammar. Maybe not the both of you.
yeah, maybe we can come back when Arsenal face
Yeah,
United.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good idea.
when is that?
We can discuss pre-game and post-game as well.
By that time, we can see how both team are performing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Maybe
the
we got a fair
maybe
assessment.
our manager is not there
Mm.
anymore. Who knows?
So that'll be it's December.
Oh,
Yeah.
still quite a long way to
Oh,
go. But
okay. More runway for Arteta to prove
yeah.
himself.
Well, I guess if the games are not didn't pan if MU have a bad game or Arsenal have a bad game, we can can discuss about it and kind of bitch around. Hopefully in the near future. So thanks guys
All right.
for joining this podcast. Hopefully you guys
All right.
enjoyed this. All right, cheers guys. It's what's the time now?
Yeah. Thanks, Achap. Thanks, Arif. Yeah.
What's the time now?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Almost one.
Come on, you
Almost one.
guys.
Oh my god. Sorry if
Come on, you
we
guys.
we don't sound as
Champions League draw now.
quite.
We're watching Champions League draw.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's in one in the
See
morning.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
Okay. See
See
you.
you guys. Thanks.